Hello guys, I am so nervous for today's video. I have no faith in myself whatsoever. Today I'm going to be doing my entire makeup routine, all of the steps that I would usually do in order without the assistance of a mirror. I don't know who started this challenge, but it has been around for quite a while, and today I will be giving it a try. If you're excited for today's video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and let's get into this catastrophe. Right about now would be the time that I would fix my hair, smooth out any frizz, and I would check for boogers. But because I can't do that, I'm gonna start with my brows. I hope I clean my brushes well enough because I won't be able to tell if I didn't. So what I usually do, I will take the shade Dub from Milk. This is the Kush Fiber Brow Gel, and I will run that through my brows first, and then I will go over it with Dutch. Dub is more of a red shade, and then the Dutch, which one did I just say? Dub is more red, and Dutch is more of the brown shade. I'm cleaning off this wand very well, so I don't get too much. All right, right about there is where I would usually put it. Oh, I already fucked up. I usually will use my brow gels and then I will take a Q-tip and clean everything up. So I'm gonna do the same thing even though I can't see what I'm doing. I have a hair getting in my way. This feels so ridiculous. My hands are literally shaking. And then what I would usually do is take a Q-tip and kind of clean up the edges. Not this much, but because I can't tell where I put it, I'm just gonna cover the whole brow, swipe around the whole brow. And then this I'm not too nervous about. This is just clear brow gel from Anastasia. I am running out of this and I need to get some more. If you've watched me do any kind of tutorial or do my makeup before, you know I do my eyes first usually. So I'm gonna take the Anastasia Eye Primer. I just got a mini of this with a Sephora purchase, and I know that I need the tiniest amount of this. And usually I would do this with a sponge and rely on my mirror to make sure I didn't cover my brows, but I can't do that. Most of this video is going to be my mouth gaping open like I'm putting on mascara. It's that concentrating face. I feel like the best way to do this challenge is to just keep blending and tapping. For my eyes today, I'm going to use the new Nude palette from Huda. I am going to take this mirror and try to bend it backwards so that I can't see it. There is a mirror in here, I think. I can't check right now. So I'm gonna lay it flat so I can't see anything. Actually, I'll show it to you guys like this so I can talk about the colors that I wanna use. I think my favorite ones in this, like I love the Teddy shade, Raw. So I'm gonna do something with those and then do like a little bit of shimmer on my lid. These shimmers in here are so gorgeous. I go through phases with this palette, like I will reach for it for weeks at a time and then I'll kind of forget about it. So I wanted to reach for it again today, and I thought doing something kind of neutral would be the easiest way to go for this challenge. Taking the shade Secret on a Spectrum B06, and I'm just going to lay that down as my base shade. I can't tell what I'm doing. I don't like this at all. I'm such a freaking control freak. This is such a hard challenge for me. And even though I'm not like the most perfect at makeup, I still am a perfectionist. Doesn't mean that I know everything or that I'm amazing at makeup. But what it does mean is I will blend and contour and fix to my little heart's content. And not being able to do that is a big struggle. I don't even know if there's anything on this brush still at this point. This is a Sigma E25 and I'm placing down the shade Teddy. Did you just hear that? My stomach just growled so loud. This candle in the back is making me hungry. It's the pumpkin candle I just got from FabFitFun and it smells delicious. I'm going to blend that in, hopefully, and then I'm going to use that color again just to get a little bit more color out of it. This one tends to blend away sometimes, which isn't a bad thing. I do like to build up my colors. I'm so hungry and I just ate maybe like an hour ago. We started Weight Watchers. I think I'm on my 3rd week. Me and my husband are on it. Actually, my whole family's doing it. They've been on it much longer. They kind of talked us into it and I really have been loving it. I'm down 8 pounds currently, but one of my worst habits normally is not eating. Like I won't eat breakfast. I'll usually eat like a granola bar and then I'll just drink coffee all day, and then I'll have like a super large meal at dinner, something with high calories. That's not very good for me. So now I really have been consciously trying to eat breakfast, but it's kind of like done this counterintuitive thing where within an hour or two of eating breakfast, I am starving. I guess it's probably like my body like waking up and burning through everything, which is really good, but it just feels kind of funny. Does anyone else have that happen? Like if I eat a granola bar and don't eat till 10 o'clock, I'm usually starving around like 6 or 7, but not eating makes me fine throughout the day. And then when I eat, I'm really hungry within an hour or two. Trying to talk and not being able to see is so challenging. It's challenging enough to talk while doing your makeup, but not being able to like concentrate on what I'm doing. I'm just cleaning off the Spectrum brush and I'm just going to blend so I don't have any weird edges, hopefully. Taking a Spectrum B04 and I'm gonna use the shade Raw on my outer edge, well, my outer lid, and blending up to my crease. And then blending that all in. You guys should try this sometime just to see how weird it is. If you have, let me know what your results were. Are you comfortable? It is Miss Lucy's birthday today. She is 7 years old. She just got off from the bed and laid on the massive pile of clothes that I need to fold. It's like three bins of laundry and I have been putting it off. I need to fold it, but she has made herself a little bed. I'm gonna dip into the shade Charmed next, which is a gorgeous shimmery shade. It's that like multi-pearlized finish. I'm gonna use my finger because I know from experience these just work better on the finger without wetting a brush. And then with this finger, I'm gonna dip back into Raw and blend them together, maybe. And then while I'm here with my pinky, I'm gonna take the shade Crave. Try to get my inner corner. I think I just put eyeshadow on my forehead. All right, I'm gonna take one of my handy makeup wipes from Costco. Very chic here. And I'm going to attempt to clean up my edges. I don't think I got anything on there. And then in case I had fallout, next comes all of the terrifying things. So I'm going to do my liner and my lashes. I really haven't been wearing liquid liner very much. I think I did maybe once in the past few weeks, maybe twice. I don't wear it as often as I used to. I don't know if I want to attempt a wing because I really have no faith in doing that. I can barely do one with a mirror. What I have been doing a lot of is just taking a brown liner and smudging it along the top. Do I want to be bold? Fuck it. I am going to try liquid liner. Yes, I have to pull this out because I can't do it without it. I can't tell if I'm getting anything on there. My heart is fucking racing, you guys. I can feel how heavy the liner is over here. I think I'm gonna end up looking like Sad Panda. If you guys didn't see my husband do my makeup, my liner was like curved and down. I'm laughing now, but this probably looks exactly the same. So I'm gonna do lashes next. I am purposefully using these from Ardell. These are the Ardell Naked Lashes in the style 424. I wore them the other day and I did not clean these. There's still glue and some glitter on the lash band, but I'm not gonna waste my time or waste a pair of lashes on this because there's no way that this is gonna look good. We're going out later on. We're going to a concert, so I'm gonna definitely have to redo all of this all over again with a mirror. And since it doesn't really matter, I'm gonna use the dirty lashes. I have this dual-sided glue from Duo. Usually I would go in with the black when I do black liner, but because I know myself and I know I'm going to place this in the wrong place, I'm going to use white so that I don't get black streaks all over my shadow. With the way I do makeup, I do it in a way that I get the hard stuff out of the way first, or the things that I could make a mistake on. So my liner and my lashes, and that way when I go in to do my base, if I did make a mistake with my eye makeup, I already covered it up. It's already looking good, so I don't have to worry about it. So that is helpful for this challenge. There is no way that these are gonna look good. I watched someone do this. I think it was Kissa, and I actually was going to link her video, but I couldn't find it anywhere. But she did like the perfect wing when she did hers. I know that this one is too far over, but I'm gonna press it on anyway. Well, it's on. I can't tell you where it's on. I feel like I did okay. I think it's just a little bit too far over. My left eye is always more challenging for me. This eye, my right eye, I can usually put on something like once, and then this eye sometimes takes 3 or 4 times. Part of it is I can't place it the same way because of my nose, so I always have to try to use my left hand to anchor. Oh, shit. I can feel this hitting where it shouldn't be. It's staying. I'm not gonna fuss with it. I can't fuss with it, so I'm leaving it as is. I know these are so fucked up. Oh my god. Make sure I don't have anything on my face before I go in with primer. Alright, for primer I'm going to use from Milk the Hydro Grip Primer, and I'm just going to use that on places that I know it needs it. So my forehead. I already put some oil on my skin when I was doing my skincare routine this morning. I always get really dry up in here. And then my cheeks and chin. And then for my nose and then this part of my cheeks where I do have more pores and texture, I'm going to use Tatcha the Silk Canvas. This is just a little travel size I've had, and I recently got a full size of it through Influencer, which I'm very excited about, but it made me realize I should probably try to use this one up a little bit. And then for foundation, my favorite foundation as of late, the Pure Love Your Selfie foundation. I got a new sponge because sometimes my crusty sponges that have concealer and powder or whatever else on them can mess up my makeup, and I'll know I'll have to blend it out when I have a mirror, and I don't have one now, of course, so I decided to use a clean sponge. I'm definitely gonna have foundation hair. No way around that. If you guys have watched anyone do a really good job with this challenge, let me know. I'd like to check out some other videos. I have nice big veins over here I always try to cover. This is probably my hardest part of my foundation application because I always have to avoid my brows since I do them first. And I can't see where I'm going. You think you know your face really well until you do something like this. Gotta open up this concealer. I use the Flower Beauty concealer in Fair, and I have one right here, but there's just a teeny bit left in it. You can see where I'm having to scrape it out. So I'm opening a new one because without being able to see myself, it's just kind of hard to see how much product I'm getting. What made me really want to do this challenge, actually, it's probably been on my list since I started my channel. It was one of the first video ideas I wrote down, but when George did my makeup, he was picking out everything to use, and he asked me how to use the liquid lipstick applicator. I think it was Stila, and it was a dark color, and I just, grabbed it from his hand and applied it to my lips without looking into a mirror, just to kind of show him how the wand worked. And I did a really good job, so I was like, maybe I can do this. I am using a liquid lipstick again today. I'm going to wipe off my nose ring. I'm not picking my nose, but I know foundation always collects there. And then I usually anchor this under my eye to clean up my shadow. I can't tell if I'm high up enough to do that. And then a few extra pounces for good measure. I am taking a little bit of Hourglass translucent veil powder. I'm not necessarily baking, but I am gonna just set my under eyes a little bit and around the sides of my nose. All right, I'm gonna finish off my under eye, and to do that, I'm going to take the shade Teddy and the shade Raw that I used on top. Kind of feeling around there. Hopefully I don't get too much fallout from this. And then Raw to deepen it up. I'm going to take a liner that I have been absolutely obsessed with lately. This is from Tarte. It's Easy on the Eyes liner in Burgundy. It is the most gorgeous shade, and it actually stays on the waterline really long. I think it's perfect for fall. Oh shit, I gotta hold this down a little. I've done this many times before, like in the car, it's dark, about to go out for ladies' night, need to fix up the black liner. And just because I had to hold my skin, I'm gonna take my sponge and smooth that out. Taking some Essential Lash Princess next. I find that this plays really well with other, with fake lashes. When I didn't get glue all over them. This is hard too. Can't even feel if I got it on there. Okay, Now I'm feeling a little better because I think the rest of it's pretty easy except for maybe the liquid lipstick. This is my Sad Butter Bronzer. I think I've shown it already. It's my broken butter bronzer that I'm too lazy to fix. I'm almost done with it and I already bought a backup of it. I love the smell of this. I'm going to do my highlighter before blush, which is something I've been doing recently just because it blends out easier. So I'm going to open this and cover this mirror. Same thing with my Hourglass Ghost blush, which is so hard because the whole thing's a mirror. I don't know, I'm gonna use one of these shades and try not to look. Let's go with this one. I don't know if you guys can see that. Ooh. Is this how I normally hold a brush? I feel like I'm holding it so weird. And then I'm just gonna clean off that brush and blend everything. And since I usually use 2 setting sprays, I usually take a more hydrating one, pretty much always this one from Catrice, my Prime and Fine, and I spray that first. And while that is drying, I apply my lipstick. I'm gonna take the shade George from Lawless. I'm a little biased on this shade name. I pretty much always do a Cupid's bow, which is going to be so uneven. Always get some extra here. So I'm going to wipe that. And then I'm going to apply a gloss. I'm just going to use from Fenty Glow. And lastly, Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. Are we ready for the big reveal? You already know what I look like, so I guess it's just a reveal for myself. Okay, I really didn't do too bad. The lashes are complete shit. This one is way too far up. I don't even think it's attached. This one isn't either. And this is horrible. My little liner. Both of them. Both my wings are pretty bad. I think my base actually looks pretty good. Did I miss anything? Could have blended a little bit more up here, like my blush or my bronzer. I could have blended that in a little more. And my gel liner or my gel brow is a little bit too far up there. But I think I blended my makeup pretty well. It's just the lashes and the liner are complete shit. And that was what I was most nervous about. And my Cupid's bow is over to the right. I don't know, this was fun though. It was a cool little challenge to see for myself. Let me know below what you guys think would be the hardest part of this challenge and what would be the easiest part of it for you. Also, let me know below if you would like to see me do any other challenges. I know I have done several throughout this year. I've done a couple with my husband. We do have some planned as well, but if there's anything you've seen that you would like me to do, let me know below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and if you would like to see me and more of my remarks, please go ahead and subscribe. I thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you, and I will see you soon.